By mid-1285, the Grand Mongol invasion of Vietnamese was collapsing. What had begun as a seemingly unstoppable conquest was now a desperate struggle for survival. The Mongol fleets, once masters of the waves, were shattered wrecks. Their intricate supply lines, the lifeblood of their army, had been severed by relentless guerrilla attacks. Across the scorched landscape, only one significant enemy force remained a threat: the formidable army commanded by the General Toa Đô. Cut off from reinforcements and desperately short on supplies, Toa Đô found himself isolated in a hostile land. His only hope was to execute a daring breakout. He decided to march his army north, a grueling journey through unfamiliar territory, with the objective of reuniting with the main Mongol force under Prince Togan. But this desperate gamble was exactly what the Vietnamese commanders had been waiting for. Instead of marching toward salvation, Toa, his exhausted soldiers, were marching straight into a perfectly laid trap, one that would seal their fate and decide the outcome of the entire war. The location for this final confrontation was Tây Kết. The legendary commander Trần Tuấn orchestrated his masterpiece of military strategy. He anticipated Toa's route and meticulously prepared the battlefield. Vietnamese forces moved with silent precision, blocking every possible escape route. They controlled the rivers, the roads, and the dense forests. When Toa's army entered the kill zone, the ambush was sprung from all sides, a storm of arrows and steel erupting from both land and water. The element of surprise was total. The Mongol army, weary from their long march, suddenly found themselves completely surrounded and fighting for their lives. The battle that followed was brutal and one-sided. Trapped and outnumbered, the Mongol soldiers fought with the courage of desperation, but they were exhausted and demoralized. The Vietnamese forces, fighting on home ground with a clear plan, were relentless. The Mongol formations, once the most disciplined in the world, began to waver and then broke apart under the sustained pressure. In the chaotic heart of the melee, Toa Đô himself was struck down and killed. With the death of their commander, the last vestiges of Mongol resistance crumbled. The battle was over. Tây Kết was more than just a battle. It was the final, decisive blow that ended the second Mongol invasion of Vietnamese. It was the graveyard of the last major enemy army on Vietnamese soil. As silence fell over the battlefield, littered with the grim aftermath of the fight, the banners of Viet were raised in triumph. The invasion had been repelled, not just by chance or fortune, but by superior strategy and unwavering resolve. EB stood victorious, its independence secured against one of the most powerful empires in history. Thanks for watching, and be sure to subscribe for more chapters from history.